Okay, this is going to ruffle a few feathers, but I'm doing the Victoria to ideologies tier list. One ideology for each tier, 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 tier. Okay, okay. So this is not necessarily how I actually feel about these ideologies, except anarcho-liberal. That's exactly how I feel about that ideology. E E G G G G. E G E. This is based on how much they help you with in the game. Starting off with anarcho-liberal. F tier. It doesn't help you pass any political reforms. It actively tries to revoke social reforms, and God forbid during charge, because now you're locked in with no control over your industry. And if your government is not doing too well, no tariffs for you. You you're locked to the free trade economic policy. I'm also pretty sure they don't allow pro-military and jingoist policy. Don't never have a pro-military or jingoist war policy. So, so oh, your military will be weaker. Oh, and laissez faire lowers the maximum tax rate. So, not good. Not good at all. Communism. Oh, and we're doing this from HPM perspective, not, not, not vanilla or Heart of Darkness. It's, it's okay. This is not that bad. Bad. Has it has good economic and military policy. It generally has good economic and military policies when you get them into power. And they always support social reforms, although they try to roll back political reforms. So I guess either C or D tier. I guess a C tier. Tier. Next up is conservative. I'd say slightly worse than communism. They have an interventionism they typically have an interventionism economic policy, which is better than nothing, and and a pro-military policy, which is better than also better than nothing, but but the, it's hard to coax them to support. But you have to farm militancy to get them to support social or political reforms. Forms. If if you're just starting out and playing as a republic, it's nice trying to get used into power is probably the best you can do. But most people don't play republics because they're boring. Oh, fascism. My beloved in video games and my hated in and my beloved in real life. I Fascism goes straight to SS tier. No pun in, which is kind of funny if you know. Fascism. If fascists are in power, fascists. If the fascists are in power, fascists will we support or whatever reforms you want to do or revoke. Oak. Oak. Vote. They have and they have pretty and they have pretty good economic and they have good economic trade and military policies. I I really don't care for I I don't like the residency citizenship part. Wait, does the residency citizenship policy do anything? Yeah, I don't like the residencies. I citizen policy due to its lower assimilation way, but not the biggest deal to me. Next up is liberal. Well, these typically have bad party policies. In the early game, they're invaluable for making it much easier to pass political reforms. So B tier. Tier. Especially if you're playing as a reactionary, which you are probably in the early game because you don't want you don't want unless you're trying to increase conscripts in you don't want I guess you might not want to go attract a lot of immigrants, but I don't see why you would do that. Yeah, from a gameplay perspective. We are liberals, especially if you're playing reactionary, because liberals allows you to get with the that ruling party support bonus from the law party party reforms quicker. And if you're playing in a way, even if you're playing a reactionary government as a monarchy, you probably don't want reactions in why react as you probably want to minimize reactionaries in the upper house. Next up is reactionary. It goes to the A tier because it's super good in the early game with its state with usually having state capitalism and jingoist military policies, as well as protectionist capitalism economic policy, jingoism military policy, and protectionist um, um, trade policy. Well, yes, protectionist trade policy limits limits how much subsidies you can give. The alternative limits how much tariffs you can take, and in the early game, tariffs will be a good chunk of government funding. So you probably want high tariffs. And last, we've got socialism. I'd argue that a lot of economic reforms are more important than political reforms. Plus, socialism has better economic policies than economic policies than liberal. It's it's almost always planned economy, and if it isn't, it's probably state capitalism. So, yeah, that's my Victoria to ideologies tier list.